Hello friends, tomorrow the 17th of July, what is going to happen? Tomorrow on the 17th of July, Sun will be opposite to Saturn. I would call this as a clash of the Titanic. As we all know that Saturn and Sun, the ego with the karma, there is a clash. What is going to be the effect on each Lagna, or you may even check with your each moon Rashi. So I am beginning this video with different Lagnas and the effect of this opposition. If you do not wish to watch this video, you can shorten this by looking at the description box where I have given the timestamp. You can straight away go to the timestamp and click on your Lagna or your moon Rashi. I would request first give preference to your Lagna, then give preference to your moon Rashi, because I always believe, and I have mentioned this earlier also in many of my videos, that Lagna plays the most important role. So let's begin. The first Rashi, the first Lagna we shall be talking about is Aries. Now this opposition is forming, as you can see, this is Aries, Sun would be here, Saturn is, as it is, transiting in the sign of Capricorn. This is Capricorn, this is Cancer. What is going to be the result of this particular opposition? See, this opposition is creating a little bit of disturbance in your family. Obviously, I don't need to say that you have to keep a check that in family matters, just be or keep yourself a little low, keep a low profile. Obviously, the career is very promising. Family is disturbed, but career is very promising. Work environment could be a little stressful because there would be too much of workload as well. In family, when I talk about the disturbance, I'm talking about the clash of the egos. So make sure that there's no ego clashes in the family with your loved ones, or clashes at your workplace with your colleagues as well. Also, because your workload is going to increase, do not carry this workload or the stress at home. And similarly, do not carry the disturbance that is at home to your workplace. That's a bit of an advice for people who are Aries. The next sign is Taurus. For Taurian people, for the Taurus Lagna as well as moon Rashi, as you can see now, this is your Lagna, or could be the moon Rashi also. This opposition, this axis is forming in the third house and the ninth house. So let's see what is there for you while this opposition, and you know this opposition is going to be for a long time, a month. So we should check what is exactly holding on for you. See, Sun and Saturn axis, the opposition is going to trigger your third house and your ninth house. Ninth house is a house of pilgrimage, religious activities, talks about your guru, your preacher, your teacher, your mentor. On the other side, you will see that the sun in the third house is talking about your neighbors, your siblings. The courage, the confidence in you is all judged from the third house. So this could lead to a disturbance with your siblings, brothers and sisters. Disturbance could also be in the family, because from the domestic house, fourth house, it is the 12th house where sun is placed. You will feel very restricted. You will feel like boundaries around you. And especially talking about your desires, your intents, you will feel that, there are few things which is holding me back to fulfill my desires. You will definitely get respect from the elders at home due to your hard-working nature, due to other things that you have achieved in life. Respect is there. Any activities, whether at home or if you are visiting a pilgrimage place, this is going to be very helpful to you. So if you get an opportunity of visiting any such place, please take the opportunity, go, and that would definitely help. The next sign we will be talking about is the sign of Gemini. Friends, the sign of Gemini, Mithun Lagna or Mithun Rashi, Gemini. As you can see here, number 3 would be written over here. This is the sign of Gemini. The opposition or the axis is forming in your 2nd and your 8th house. Now, 2nd house is your speech, is about your family values. It is the Dhan Bhav, the house of wealth, finances. 8th house, on the other hand, is related to transformation, occult science, meditation, getting connected to some mystical science, meditation. All these things, all these activities are performed. It's a dark house. Now, as you can see, for Gemini, this is going to create some hurdles as far as wealth is concerned, and there could be some hurdles in your family, because 2nd house relates to your family, the Kutumba Bhav and the Dhan Bhav. Unexpected changes may occur in the family. Maybe you're not ready for it, and this changes is going to definitely affect the life of each one of you. If you are into deep research, because 8th house is also about getting into, it's like, putting the entire focus. So if you are into research, your interest into a subject will develop. So you will pay more attention in that. But there would be fluctuation also. Now, this fluctuation in the monetary gains, because Saturn from here is looking at the 2nd house where Sun is placed, and you, as we all know, that Saturn considers Sun his father but an enemy. Now, I don't say there won't be monetary gains. There would be, but it was going to be ups and downs. The peaks and valleys are going to be seen over here. Make sure that you keep a very good bank balance, so that if time calls for, you should have a backup plan also. It's better to avoid any new investment. Wait for some time. If you're investing, if you're buying, or whatever is there, just postpone it for some time, because you know Sun is going to be there max to max till the 15th of August, 15th, 16th of August. So this is all for Gemini. The next sign we shall be talking about is a sign called Lagna, called Cancer. For Cancer Lagna or Cancer Rashi, as we can see in this chart, it is your Lagna, the first bhav, and the seventh bhav. And we know the first bhav talks about yourself. The seventh is your partner, life partner, business partner. So this will bring relationships and partnership into the focus at this particular time. This time, all the marital issues that you have been going through must be handled very carefully, because it will come to a point where things will just fall apart. It is definitely not a very good time for business as well. So if your business is taking a dip, just wait for some time. Avoid unnecessarily getting into a communication, especially with your spouse and your business partner. Because as you know, the partnership is going to take a hit. If you feel very confused, what will you do? And if you're looking for a companionship, which means that you are single and you're looking for a companionship, so you are calling for someone in your life, you may come across a person that you will feel very dull. No, why dull? Because the seventh house has got a very dry planet, Saturn. So hold on right now. And Saturn is going to be there for a long time. Sun will definitely move, but Saturn in Capricorn is going to be there for a long time now. So the seventh house has to be kept into a check for months together. The next sign we'll be talking about is a sign called Leo. Leo as a Lagna or as a moon sign. For Leo Lagna or Leo Moon Rashi, I want a special attention from you people. The reason, as you can see, Sun and Saturn axis or opposition is into the 12th house and the 6th house. Now, what could be the fruits that you are getting of this particular opposition or the axis? See, this will bring your daily work that you do lot of obstacles. Whatever you're performing on a routine, your life might be so stressful this time, as the work is a major concern for you. So you have to take a lot of care to keep your job secure. Make sure that you do not just concentrate on whatever you are performing at your workplace, or you're in a profession, even if you're self-employed. Now, stay away from legal matters of any sort. Stay away for some time. This is not a good time for it, because legal matters are looked from the 6th house where Saturn is placed, and Sun from the 12th house of expenses and losses. is keeping a check on Saturn. Saturn alone over there would have been a different issue. But because the opposition is with by the Sun, your enemies might increase. And relationships also may suffer at this time. Your workload is going to be stressful, will increase, and you might not physically be all that well to handle it or shoulder the responsibility. So keep a check on your health as well. Now, you might have to face a lot of opposition from others, maybe at the workplace, at home front. There would be challenges, and the challenges will keep on increasing. It's a sincere advice from my side that from 17th onwards till Sun takes a next move, transits into his own house, Leo, which could be around 15th or 16th of August. Till then, wait and watch. The next sign we'll be talking about is Virgo. For Virgo Lagna and Virgo Moon Rashi, this particular axis or opposition is into your 5th house and the 11th house, which will definitely bring a lot of creativity in you, Saturn being in the 5th house, and lot of joyfulness, enjoyment will come into focus. But there would be some disturbance in your life. Now, disturbance could be from whom and how. Friends and friendship will be, you will feel that the friends and the friendship is being restricted, because Saturn is a planet of limitation. And not everybody enjoys this boundaries and limitation. Or even vice versa. Any new issues in your social circle may just come out, and that could be a cause of disturbance. You must think twice before you open your mouth or speak to anyone during this particular opposition, which is going to be there for 30 days. It's a long period. Or be very cautious when you give a commitment, whether you will be able to fulfill that commitment or no. You might feel very restricted by your own family. They may stop you from going out or whatever it is. There might be some delays in your social gathering. Maybe you have planned something to go with your friends somewhere at this time, and maybe you'll not be able to make it. Or you may feel very stressed out to make the plans this time. And see, if you look at the environment today also, we are all talking about the third wave. Maybe most of your plans are not working out now. You are restricted, if not family, at least by the government. So this will bring a little frustration into you. The next sign we'll be talking about is a sign called Libra. Libra Lagna or Libra Rashi. People with Libra as a Moon Rashi or Lagna, I pay more attention towards the Lagna. This opposition or the axis of Saturn and Sun is happening in your 10th and the 4th house. You can see in this chart. Okay, Sun is here, 4th house. This is domestic, home front. This is your profession, your career, your office, your karma sthan, what that we call. Now this is for the people who are Librans by either moon sign or by Lagna. This will bring your domestic or the at home front and workplace into focus. So the two areas that your focus would be home front and the office. You must be very careful at home or in your home when you're dealing with the family members. Similarly, or you can say that there may be a serious issue in the family, and you will be in a position where you do not know how to handle it. You will feel very authoritative at your workplace, no doubt, because Sun, the planet of authority, is placed very well, and in the 10th house it is always, we call as, it has got a digbal in that particular house. But still there would be some nervousness. Something will keep you a little back, because this push, this nervousness is coming from the Saturn. This nervousness will be there around you for a long time. You might doubt your own self, your own abilities, capabilities, that you will be able to achieve this, you will be able to do it or no. So this is going to lower your self-confidence. But don't do that. You may feel the insecurity in life. This will also affect your self-esteem, your confidence that you always had, but this time it's missing. Hold on, do not worry, things are going to get better very soon. Next sign is Scorpio. For Scorpio Lagna, as you know, this axis is forming in your 3rd house and your 9th house. Now you know the 3rd house is a house of your sibling, your neighborhood, your confidence, your courage, travels, and 9th house on the other hand is all about religious activities, your mentors, your guru, higher education. It is about foreign travel or long travel, and 3rd house is the short travel. Now, it's a very good period. Please understand, for Scorpio Lagna or Moon Rashi I'm talking about, it's a very good period for spiritual growth, religious activities. But be careful in relationship. So in relationship, especially with siblings, there could be some problems, because you can see Saturn over there. Saturn was always there, but now it has got an opposition of Sun. Sun is checking that house. It is crucial, it's important to be sober at this time, keep a low profile, avoid any unnecessary troubles, and don't be very stubborn or very rigid. Be a bit flexible. Maintain a good cordial relationship with your children as well, so that life will not get affected. Respect from authoritative figures and seniors can be achieved. You know, 9th house is also about people in authority. That's how we say he's my mentor, he has inspired me, or whatever you say. You might be at this time self-critical. Okay, so you will start introspecting, being self-critical, trying to find out your shortcomings, your weaknesses, and which is good in a way. So that's what it is for Scorpio. The next sign is Sagittarius, Dhanu. For Sagittarius people, for Dhanu Lagna, you will see that this particular opposition is forming in your second house and the eighth house. The same way that I spoke about the sign Gemini. Now, for Sagittarius people, what is holding on for you? What is there in store for you? Let us check. See, as I told you, the second house relates to your family values, that is the Dhan Bhav, the house of wealth, whereas eighth house is a house of research, deep research, dark house, occult, mystical science. All these things are seen from the eighth house. This will bring in unexpected changes in your life because it's a house of transformation. Sun is transiting through the eighth house. Your financial, in financial matters, you will be, or it could be the biggest concern right now for you, how to handle the finances. You must remain as much as possible, okay, calm, composed, poised. You will be very introvert at this time. Research topics, if you are into, or if you are interested in doing some research, this is the good time and your concentration will definitely increase. You can also find, suppose you are looking for a topic on which you can do the research. Now you will get the topic, you will be able to do, so the subject is there in front of you. What you need to do is just to concentrate on that. You will be highly intuitive and you want to express it, that intuition, but you will not be able to do it. Nervousness and depression would be there because 8th house is a house of depression, anxiety, and so on. You will try to find another side of life. It's like, all of a sudden you think, what is life? Who am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? Okay, all those things, which again will be better for your future. So it's a good thing that will in fact bring the transformation I was talking about. Maintain a good relationship with in-laws. You know that the 8th house is the second from the 7th. So if from the first house, the second house is your family, then 7th house, the second house is the family of your wife. And that is your in-laws. So maintain a good relationship with your in-laws. Avoid any ego or being egoistic, and that may increase your stress, your problems, and it may bring a little bitterness for you. So stay calm. The next sign we will be talking about is a sign called Capricorn. For Capricorn Lagna or Makar Lagna, this particular axis is forming into your first and the 7th house. Like I spoke about the Cancer sign where it was first and the 7th house. Now, again the same thing. Keep a check on your marital affairs, married life, with your spouse, with your business partner, because this is where things are. Now here, Sun is in the 7th house. So your marriage is going to be the main focus for the few days to come now. The nature of your spouse may change. And you may not be able to accept that fact, that how come the behavior has changed now. Nevertheless, what will happen is, it is for only time being, and you must handle your married life for next 30 days carefully. Business or business partner or partnership must be handled very, very carefully, and there should not be any ego, because that will damage the relationship with your partner. Differences in thought and thinking process, okay, may create problems between you and the other people, your opposite, or whoever is your opponent, opposite. It could be a business partner, your spouse. Avoid new investments at this time. No investments, please. The time you might need, this time it is time for you to relax. Go into that, no? It's time for you to hibernate. So, relax. Check from within. Like, this is a calling from within. You need some time to meditate now. That's the only way. So, relaxation in your inner and outer relationship as well. The next sign we'll be talking about is the sign called Aquarius. For Aquarius, you can see this again is happening, like in the case of Virgo I spoke about. Now this is a 12th where Saturn is placed, 6th house. Now this is sorry, I spoke about the same opposition for the sign of Leo. Now for Aquarius, what is in store for you? See, because it is happening in your 12th house and the 6th house, 6th house is got Sun, and the 12th house has got Saturn. You have also entered into a Saraswati period now. Now this is going to bring what? This is going to bring spirituality in you. It will just trigger it. Work life and foreign connections into the focus is there. So spiritualism, 12th house, foreign country, 12th house, some connection I see that's happening. This is the time to increase your spirituality by putting yourself into meditation or whatever best suits you. Your daily life or your routine life relating to whatever activities you do may get a little affected. So there could be some change that you will encounter and you will feel also. Your work or the workload may make you very tired. So you will feel that you're completely drained out, you don't have the strength to do the work that you used to do. Daily activities might become very difficult for you to achieve or do. Or at least you will not be able to do these activities in time. So keep a check on that. Control your diet. Whatever you're eating, control your diet and eat proper food. Don't ignore that. Health related problems will be there for you. So keep a check on your health as well. Make sure that you communicate also less with people to avoid unnecessarily troubles or getting into an argument. However, it's a very good time if you are want to try yoga, meditation or such activities. It's really going to be good for you. The next sign, the last in the zodiac belt, is Pisces. So friends, the last sign, the last Lagna in the zodiac belt we shall be talking about is Pisces. Now for Pisces, you will see the axis, the opposition of Sun and Saturn is forming in the 11th and the fifth house. Now Sun is here, Saturn is here. Keeping this in mind, let us look what is there in store for for people with Pisces or Mean as their Lagna. Now this is going to bring restrictions in your creativity. Who is restricting? Saturn from the 11th house. Okay, and the fun part of your life, what you enjoy, there would be a little, setback or restriction or hurdles. It is good to expect some good news or good position in your social life. This time you will feel very reserved, like very cold, sulky, and the fun part of your life, your social life, will be a little on a lower side. Your self-expression, the way you express yourself, okay, will be very serious, which is not the regular you as a person. And others, the people who know you for a long time, might not be able to get or understand what actually is wrong with you. If you are into a relationship, then you must be very careful, because even if your partner will not be able to understand you. And if you are a couple thinking of soon getting married or something, stay a little alert this time, because the message that you're sending across to your partner will put a lot of thoughts in his or her mind. Romance life is not going to be good. Ego could come into picture. Restrictions, your own self-created restrictions would be there. Okay. Now it is time for you to value this relationship. And if you want to save this relationship, you have to strategically move so that you don't lose a relationship in life. Take note of this. Fifth house is also the house of children. Even with children also, there could be some clashes. So take care of this particular thing. So this was all about the opposition, the clash of the Titanic I was talking about in the beginning of my video. Let us look at the mundane level also. On a mundane level also, this particular placement of Saturn and Sun you will see a lot of things happening in the government as well. So if you have liked this video, do share this video with your friends and with your colleagues. And if you haven't still subscribed to my channel, do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. God bless you. Take care.